Good morning everyone, good afternoon or good evening sa inyo. Nandito kami ngayon sa Museum Telecom sa Rahat Chulan, dito pa rin sa Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And magtutour kami dito sa museum kasi here where we can find the history of telecommunications and how it started here in Malaysia. So come on, samahan nyo kami. Check namin yung prices or yung entrance fee. Meron kasi mga different prices dito. If you're Malaysian, mas mura. Or for us, kasi foreigner, and iba rin yung prices niya. So yan, 8 ringgit. And si yan kasi below 12 years old, it's only 4. So sa taas yung museum. So let's check. And dun ka din kasi magbabayad. So if you can see, mainit talaga ngayon dito sa Malaysia. Pero manageable naman siya, hindi siya malagkit sa katawan. Ayan, pero maganda na rin yung may magandang panahon kaysa umuulan. So, konting background lang or konting kaalaman. Ayan, nabasa ko kasi na itong museum pala, itong building na to mismo, 1928, office siya para sa mga communications or telephone communications. And then, naisipan nila na i-reconstruct so they can use this as a museum nga. So, kaya tinawag nilang Museum Telecom. So, noong mga 1980s, kailangan nilang i-reconstruct. So, ito na ngayon yung building. And after renovation or fully reconstructing this building, they open it to the public as their museum June 1994. So yan, yung mga early people dito sa Malaysia, they also have their own ways of communicating to other peoples. Like curving sa stones, susulat sila sa stones kung nakita niyo yung kanina. And also, through communicating or communications, they're also using the wooden boats or what they call here, sampan. So, ito naman, para makapag-communicate sila sa ibang tao, meron silang din messenger or utusan, ayan, or helper nila. And kanina meron boat to go to other places to communicate to people. Ito naman, sumasakay din sila ng elephants. Ayan. Pero hindi yan yun. Sample lang yung elephant na yan. So, ito yung mga ginagawa nila. So, they can sell. Gagawa sila ng mga ganyan. Or songket para siyang yung clothing. Or to remind yung mga ceramic vases. Ayan. So, magaling din sila gumawa ng mga ganyan dito. Yung mga early Malaysians. So, it's really amazing on how they really can do that. so they can also suffice what their needs at early days. Ayan, yung mga sinaunang telephones dati. So, black. Yun, the other one black. And meron silang Morse code dito. Ayan, I remember yung lolo ko dati kasi ano siya, Philippine Air Force. So, lagi niya kinakwento, nag-ano siya ng Morse code. Gumagamit siya ng Morse code to communicate. And yun nga, sabi ko dati sa lolo ko, gusto ko rin maging sundalo. Pero kinuwento ko sa kanya. Sabi ko, lo, ayoko na maging sundalo. Sabi niya, bakit? Sabi ko sa kanya, kasi pag nabaril ako, mamatay ako. So yun, funny lang kasi naalala ko. And yun nga. Yun yung history ng Morse code and kung paano ko maging gustong sundalo dati. Nakakatawa lang.
Pejabat pos dan telegraf pertama telah dibina sebagai menandakan permulaan era telekomunikasi di Malaysia. Kepantasan sistem telegraf amat memungkinkan dan memanfaatkan orang ramai. Ia menaikkan peranan penting dalam penyampaian maklumat.
naalala ko isang museum din yung sa Taiwan, sa Taipei. Meron silang museum doon about trains. Naalala ko lang kasi gawa nung picture na to. And ito naman pinapakita dyan yung mga female operators nila. So yung una nag-operate are workers nila sa telecommunications, nag-hire daw sila ng mga females. So ayan, nakita rin dyan. No, yan.
Hola, yo soy Oriana. Yo tengo reserva museo. En el museo.
Si. So, ayan, marunong siya mag-Spanish. Spanish lesson kasi siya. And Japanese, pero mas magaling siya sa Japanese language. And Hiragana writing. Edition na. Ayan pala yung Malaysian Tower. Kuala Lumpur Tower. And ito naman yung mga early payphones. At ito yung mga early telephones that were used in our early years, way back before. Tanda ko may gantong telephone yung mga lolo ko dati sa Santa Mesa, sa Manila. So lagi namin pinaglalaroan yun.
The Japanese 25th Army, under the redoubtable General Tomoyuki Yamashita, was soon making progress in Malaya. He was helped by two significant factors. For many years, the British had concentrated on the island of Singapore as their main bastion in the Far East, but their defences assumed that the threat to it was from the sea, rather than down through Malaya to its north. Only belatedly, the British recognized that Malaya too could be attacked and deploy more troops to defend it. These trained, but in the wrong way, being convinced that the Japanese would rely on the few roads running down the peninsula. Training in fighting in the jungle, which made up most of Malaya, was therefore given low priority.
Ayan, maglalaro si Yan. So, let's watch her. Kung madadali ba niya or hindi.
Papa, kailangan ko na to, Papa. Papa. I need help.
Go!
Kaya. If only I don't have anxiety.
You can do it.
I can't do a single inch because if I do that.
Oh, nandiyan tas DC.
Yay! Ibig sabihin, nagawa mo siya.
Shush! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You jump scared me.
Yeah!
Yeah! I beat the record. I beat the record.
What record?
Nagre-record na?
Na-record na yan.
Ah, okay. Tatay, how do you even use that?
What? Ha?
How do you even use that?
Di daw nila naabutan. Ayan.
I'm
Ang ganyang telephone.
trying to all of my dreams just spend on you. We're on the party floor.
Goofy, ano ba?
All this time she was standing there and she never took her eyes off me.
So ayun, tapos na kami dito sa museum and ikot na namin lahat and hoping na nagustuhan niyo yung video namin na to. And ayan, so thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.